Hello yogis, and welcome to the Yogi Institute YouTube channel or on-demand library. My name is Jill Enticknap and I am the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio, and I'm super happy to have you here. Today we are going to get into our Vinyasa practice, and when we think about Vinyasa, we think about increasing flexibility, stability, and mobility in the body. So we move breath to movement. And when we do that, we are moving with the current of energy. So this practice can be quite energizing. It can also help us increase our range of motion and ease of motion. Ease of motion. So it's awesome to have you here. Let's start today's practice in our child's pose. Coming to the backs of your mats, big toes come to touch, knees come out as wide as feels comfortable for you today as you sink your hips back to your heels and then start to reach your fingertips forward. There can be a gentle bend in the elbows, or maybe you walk your hands a little bit more toward the top of the mat, helping to straighten out through the arms. I encourage you here to spread your fingers out wide so that you can really feel the groundedness of this pose. Close down your eyes and start to become aware of your breath. As you allow your chest to start to sink toward the floor, let the forehead rest down and maybe even release tension from the abdomen and the low back. Allow yourself to become aware of your breath, feeling the inhale coming in and the exhale going out, and noticing how this inhale and exhale is connected to the body, the different parts of the body that expand, the different parts of the body that release with each inhale and exhale. Let's take a moment to set an intention or a focal point for the mind. Let's make that focal point breath to movement. Breath to movement. So in order to do that, let's engage our Ujjayi breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. To help engage this breath, I encourage you to press your tongue against the roof of your mouth to feel restriction in the back of your throat. And once you feel into that restriction, notice the audible sound. And set the intention or the focal point to maintain this audible breath as we move through our practice. We'll link our breath to our movement and maintain this consistent, steady breath. Look forward, shift forward, coming all the way down onto your stomach. Let's come into a Sphinx pose as we stack the shoulders right over the elbows, leaving the legs extended out long. Take a moment to tuck the chin to the chest, and then inhale, lift the nose toward the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the nose toward the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, nose toward the ceiling. Tuck the chin to the chest and then slowly, gently roll right ear, right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And come through center. Let's gaze over the left shoulder as we bring the right knee out to the right, letting the inside edge of the foot rest into the mat. So we're starting to open up through the hips as we look to the opposite direction of that knee. Deep breath in, full breath out. Maintain that Ujjayi breath, deep breath in, full breath out. Let's lift that right foot off the floor as high as it can go and then lower it back down. 2 more, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Bring your head back through center. Send that right leg out behind you. Press your toes into the floor. Press the heel back. Feel the engagement through that leg. Let the leg come down, bend into the knee, roll out the ankle. And then let's shift that foot from side to side. Send the right leg long, and let's gaze to the right. Left leg bends, inside edge of the foot comes down. Big breath in, full breath out. And again, big breath in, full breath out. On your next inhale, lift that left foot up and lower. Just as high as it'll go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Head comes back through center. Send that left leg out behind you. Press your toes into the floor. Press the heel back. Engage that leg. Knee comes down. Bend into the knee. Roll out the ankle. And then shift your foot from side to side. Send that leg back out long, hands under the shoulders, pressing yourself up. Widen the knees, toes together, sink your hips back, and then sink the hips down, lift the toes, lift the gaze. I call this a spinal wave. Sink the hips back. Let's inhale as we wave forward, and exhale as we press back. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, press it back. One more. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, press it back. Come back to neutral. Let's find our neutral tabletop position, stacking shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, shine the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, let the head hang heavy, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale as you arch and lift. Exhale as you round, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Find that neutral tabletop position. Flip your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart. Hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. Let's bend into one knee, bend into the other as we shift the hips from side to side. Notice what you feel through the back line of your body here. Notice your hamstrings, notice your hips. Let's start to sink the heels down, spreading the fingers wide, pressing the chest toward the thighs. Inhale, come high on your tiptoes, and exhale, sink your heels down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Find some stillness as we inhale, lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bring that right knee to your right elbow. Send it up and back. Right foot to the outside edge of the right hand. Send it up and back. Release that foot down, switching it out. Left leg lifts, left knee, left elbow. Send it up and back. Left foot outside edge of the left hand. Send it up and back. Release that down. Look forward, step forward. Let's hang out in our forward fold for a moment. Heel toe your feet hip width distance apart. Good measurement for your unique body is 2 of your fist distance between your feet. Let your head hang heavy, releasing any tension from the neck. Maybe shift your weight forward into the toes and then shift your weight back into the heels. Feeling that length through the back line of the legs. Let the upper body hang heavy. On your next inhale, come to a halfway lift. Hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet back toward one another. Bend into the knees as you rise all the way up to standing. Finding that mountain pose. Maybe your toes and heels are touching. Maybe you have space between your feet. You're looking for what feels most stable in your body here. Tucking your tailbone under, get tall. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. And again, inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Let's heel toe the feet toward the edges of the mat, leaving the heels on and the toes off. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, sink down into your yogi squat. Bringing your elbows to the inside edge of your knees as you tuck the tailbone under and get tall through the crown of the head. Starting to feel this opening through the hips. Let's bring the hands down, lift the hips up, let the head hang heavy, parallel the feet to one another. Walk your hands over to your right foot, bend into your right knee, pop your left toes high, side lunge. Walk your hands over to your left foot, pop your right knee high, side lunge, right toes high, side lunge, opposite side. Come back through center. Start to heel toe your feet toward one another, coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, extend your mountain, reaching your arms up overhead. Exhale, sink down into your chair. Really draw the knees together, sink the hips back. Let's inhale, lift it up, and exhale, sink it back. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, sink it back. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step your feet back, find your high plank. There's always the option to come down onto your knees in your high plank. Imagine a strong line of energy from your feet or your knees through the crown of your head. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale as you lower to a hover or all the way down. Elbows point back and squeeze into the side body. Unflip the toes, press through your palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So there's our chaturanga or our Vinyasa Flow. It's called a couple different things. Let's roll through that one more time, breath to movement. Focus on your breath here. Inhale to your high plank. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground down into your left foot, right leg lifts. Look between your hands, step it forward in between your hands. Pop your back heel down at a 45-degree angle as you rise to your warrior one. Checking in with the alignment of your body. When the body is aligned, we are more stable and it actually takes less energy for our practice. So check in that front foot is pointed straight forward, back foot's at a 45-degree angle, kind of pointing toward the top left corner of your mat. Your hips and shoulders are squared forward, reaching through your fingertips. Lifting with your gaze, engage through your fingers. Let's take those hands, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep the hands back as you lengthen your crown forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep it back. Lengthen the crown forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's open up to our warrior two. Paralleling your back foot to the back side of your mat, you have heel to arch alignment with your feet. If you had a line down the middle of your mat, your back foot would be straddling the line and your front foot would be pointed straight forward, straddling the line. Bend into the front knee, stacking your knee over your ankle. Your joints are most stable when they're stacked. Shoulders are stacked over your hips, arms are straight and strong, gaze is forward. Find this warrior two. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Back hand comes down, front hand comes back. Staying bent in the front knee, lengthen through the side body as you lift your gaze. Reverse warrior. Come back to your warrior two. Extended side angle. Bring that right elbow down to the right knee. Reach the left hand forward. Lift your gaze. Connect to the length that you're creating from the back heel all the way through the fingertips. Lengthen through that side body. Let's come back to our warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step the front foot back. Maybe you want to float that back leg to help really build that glute strength. Maybe not. Take it through your chaturanga, Vinyasa Flow. Breathe through it. Inhale your left leg high. Step it through into your warrior one. Your back foot is pointed straight forward. Front foot is toward the right corner of that mat. Hips and shoulders are squared forward. If you're having trouble squaring the hips and shoulders forward, you may need to widen the space between your feet. Reach your arms up. Let's get nice and stable here as you bend into the front knee, stacking knee over the ankle, and press into the outside edge of the back foot. Inhale, lengthen through your fingers. Exhale, sweep the hands back, lengthen the crown forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Paralleling your back foot to the back side of your mat. Front foot stays straight forward. You want that heel to arch alignment. If there was that imaginary line from the arch of the back foot, it would meet the front heel. Knees stacked over the ankle. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Arms are straight and strong. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here in this warrior two. Take the back hand down. Front hand comes up. Reverse your warrior. Reach to the ceiling. Lengthen through your side body. Extended side angle. Left elbow, left knee. Right hand reaches forward. Lengthen from the back heel through the fingertips. Feel that length through the side body. Come back to your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale your hands down and take it through your chaturanga, maybe floating that back leg. Breathe through it. And press forward into your high plank, lower all the way down to your stomach. Tops of the feet, press into the mat, tuck the elbows in. Inhale, Cobra pose. Lengthening from the toes through the crown of the head. Shine the chest forward, lengthening from the toes through the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, lower, right ear down, big breath in. Full breath out. Head comes back through center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift the chest, little to no weight in the fingers, lengthening from the toes through the crown. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, lower, left ear down, big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Head comes back through center. Hands press into the mat as you come up onto your knees. Let's come into our camel pose or some variation of camel. So you may want to open your stance, widen your stance a little bit so that your knees are stacked right underneath your hips. You can bring your hands to your low back as you shift your hips forward, lifting your gaze, lifting with your chest. Couple deep breaths. And let's sink the hips back to the heels. Draw the knees toward one another and flip your palms, palm facing down. Big breath in, full breath out. Notice your heart rate. Quite often our camel pose really increases our heart rate very quickly. So you can just trust that your breath, the focus on your breath will re-regulate your heart rate after a couple deep breaths. Shift yourself over to the right. Send your legs out long in front of you. And let's plant the feet on the floor, hip width distance apart. Reach forward, lean back. Engage your core here. reach forward, lean back. So this is a modified boat pose with the feet down. Now let's draw the knees together, squeeze them together, and lift the feet off the floor. Keeping the back as straight as you can and staying on your sit bones, lengthening from the sit bones through the crown of the head. You can stay right here. Maybe you can straighten out through those legs as you reach forward and lean back. 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet on the floor. Shift your hips forward to your heels. Reach forward and slow and controlled lower all the way down to your back. Walk the heels in nice and close to the glutes, feet are hip width distance. Inhale, lift the hips, bridge pose. Tuck the chin to the chest, keeping the gaze straight down the front line of the body. Feeling that really nice gentle inversion. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Slow and controlled, lower the hips down. Heel toe the feet together, knees together. Drop both of your knees over to the left. Let's cactus out the arms and gaze out over the right shoulder. Big breath in, full breath out. And again, big breath in, full breath out. Knees come back through center, head through center. Drop both knees over to the right, gaze over the left shoulder. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Come back through center. Let's send those legs straight up toward the ceiling. Let your hands come down by your side. Maybe you tuck your palms underneath your low back or just leave your hands down by your side, maybe flipping your palms facing down. You can close down your eyes, take a moment to roll out your ankles, point and flex your feet. Zip your legs up tight together, slow and controlled. Start to lower your heels down for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hover, point the toes and flutter kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ankles come wide. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. We'll take these last 2 minutes for our final resting pose, Savasana, allowing yourself to be still, to absorb all of the nutrients of your practice. Physical, mental, emotional. Feel your inhale expand and your exhale release. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Draw your knees to your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Cross the legs, cross the feet over top of one another. Grab for your feet and draw them in. And then switch it out, opposite foot on top, opposite foot underneath, draw them in. Knees through center, rock yourself all the way up into our seated position. Palms press at heart center and take a moment to honor and bow to your practice. Honor and bow to yourself for showing up, for making the time. Know that you've just done something wonderful for your whole well-being, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Yoga connects us to these different layers that make us us, that make us human, that bring light to this human experience. Through that awareness, I believe that we live more fulfilling lives. So I hope that this practice served you. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. Again, my name is Jill Enticknap, the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio. If you enjoyed this practice, be sure to subscribe so that you never miss another class. Until we meet again, may your light be your guide.